Hello everyone, we are back for another round of short class just to move the body before we get into our bed. So if you haven't done much movement today, you were sitting a lot, you were driving a lot, you were walking a lot, or you haven't moved much, this is a perfect thing to end your day with. So how we're going to start is on our mat. If you have a block nearby, just have it nearby because we might need it. But if you don't have a block, that's all right too. So how we're going to start is coming onto your shin on your mat. You will lift your hips up, tuck your toes under, maybe separate the heels a little so the little toes can join the part two, and sit back towards your heels for your toe stretch. Rest your hands onto your knees, maybe closing your eyes and finding your stillness in here. So we are trying to open up the ligaments, the soles of the feet. We're trying to find a bit of movement, stretch. So we usually think about stretching our hamstrings, stretching our quads, thighs, but we rarely think about stretching the soles of our feet. So this might feel quite painful for you. If it's too much, you can always shift the weight forward, lift the weight off from your heels, and when it feels okay, you sit back a little or slowly letting the weight settle back on it. Or if it feels okay, then just hold. Breathing softly in and out through the nose, closing your eyes if you can. You can always grab hold of opposite elbows above the head or just hold where you are. Try not to fidget around too much unless you are in great pain, but you have to think about it. This pain is not permanent, it's just temporary while you're in the posture. But shifting the weight forward when needed, it's quite important and crucial. Let's take another count of 5. Your eyes are closed, trust the process, find your stillness, and breathe through the pain. Now you're freed from it. Shuffle the weight forward, shift the weight forward, untuck your feet, and maybe tuck your toes down, especially if your toes were in great pain. Sitting back, and the pain should be gone. We're going to move on. You shift the weight forward, tuck your feet under. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you move back down. Lift your hips up, shuffle the feet wider than your hip distance, or at least hip distance. Bend the knees and allow your chest to melt towards the thighs, finding your dangling position, grabbing hold of opposite elbows. So the dangling position is quite a great posture to release your hamstrings. Make sure you do bend your knees so you're not allowing your torso stay upright. So don't think about that you want to straighten the legs. It doesn't matter if your legs are straight. Think about bending knees so you can get your chest close to your thighs. And then maybe lifting tailbone higher up, getting your legs straighter. But your aim is not a straight leg, your aim is stretch on your hamstrings. Maybe grabbing hold of opposite elbows or resting your hands on something. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. And if you want, you can sway side to side. But if you can stay still, it's even better. Taking another 2 to 3 breaths. Let the belly soften up towards under the rib cage. Let the head hang heavy, so try not to look on the floor. And try to put more weight to the toes than the heels. Taking one more inhale in here. And exhale it out. Bend the knees a little. Inhale, come halfway, look up, open the chest. Then heel to the feet even wider, toes slightly pointing in, heels in, toes out, heels in, and sink down to your Malasana. Now Malasana, your yogi squat. Some of you will have your heels down, some of you won't, so you always support yourself with your hands, or you can put blocks under your heels. If you can bring your hands to prayer, bring the hands into prayer, but if you can't, that's okay. Opening the chest, we're trying to eliminate that, again, that rounded back. So see if you can lift up and away from the hips. So some of us, it will be hard because it's quite compressive posture. So make sure you adjust, make sure you use your hands, lift your chest up high and breathe in here. If it feels good to shuffle the weight side to side, you can. Maybe you can bring your left hand in front of the left thigh, reach your right hand high up, open the chest, look up, find expansion through the chest. Take an inhale in here and exhale it out. So we're going to come back to the middle, hands to prayer, and right hand in front of the right thigh. Open the chest, shoulders back, look up. Try to find length through the torso, so bring your left shoulder back as much as you can. Taking one more inhale in here and exhale it out. Slowly going to come back to the middle, hands to prayer, open the chest, or if you need, hands on the floor, press into your feet and rise up to standing. Wherever you're facing, open the legs out to the side, face the side, toes in, heels slightly out. Interlace the hands behind the back. I turn sideways so you can see. Open the chest, shoulders back, look up a little. Bend the knees and fold forward and down, finding your Prasarita forward fold. Finding a position where you can fold forward. If your torso is quite high up, do bend your knees, allowing your chest to get lower. Allowing your palms to flare open if they want to. Maybe check how it feels to squeeze your heels of the palms together. If it hurts your shoulders, then let the palms open up again, allowing your head to hang heavy, looking back behind you again. If your shoulders are really hurting, you can always bring your hands back forward, grabbing hold of opposite elbows, just like in your dangling. Holding it here for 2 more breaths, breathing in through and out through the nose. Taking 1 more and exit out. And see if you can reach your hands away from the shoulders. Lift your chest halfway lift, look in front of you, and relax your hands down to the floor. You're going to bring your right hand right under the face. So the right hand is almost the midline of between the legs. Bringing your left hand onto your lower back. Reach your crown of the head forward and twist to your left hand side. So your left shoulder comes up, right shoulder comes forward. So you're twisting towards the left, look up towards the ceiling and maybe reach your left hand high up and hold. Finding this Prasarita twist. You can stay on your fingertips, palms flat, or at a block if it's too low for you. If you want, you can bring your left hand onto your lower back, looking for your right inner thigh, jumper, whatever you can grab hold of, and spiral the chest open for 1 more inhale in here. And exhale out. Inhale, reach your left hand high up, look to the floor, switch hands, left hand onto the floor, fingertips or palms or block, reach your right hand high up. If it's hard, you can always bring your right hand onto your lower back, opening the chest. If you want, reach high up, right shoulder comes further back and looking for your left inner thigh, hip, whatever you can grab hold of. So we all have different proportions. You will be able to hold different things. So hold on to whatever you can and holding it here. Taking 1 more inhale in here and exit out. Reach your hand high up, look down, bring your hands to the floor. Inhale, come halfway, lift the chest higher, hands on your hips. Exhale here. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, step onto the top of your mat. Bring your hands to prayer. Bring your right knee to your chest. Bring your right foot back and step it lightly down. Your back heel is high off. You're reaching your hands high up, finding your crescent lunge. Quite an active posture. Dragging your left hip back, right hip forward, reaching your hands high up. Inhale, you're going to reach high up. Exhale, you're going to twist to your left, right hand forward, left hand back. Inhale, you reach your crown of the head high up. Exhale, you look forward, left hand next to the right. Inhale to hold. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, right hand back to the front. Exhale, left hand to the back. Inhale, left hand forward. Exhale, right hand back. Try to keep your hips where they are. So only the arms move. Inhale, forward. Exhale, left hand back. Hips staying forward. Inhale, forward. Both hands forward, hips forward. Exhale, right hand back. So try to only move from the torso. Taking the 1 more, last one. Reach far forward. Exhale, left hand back. Inhale to hold. Exhale, you're going to look forward and frame your front foot. Shuffle the back foot further away. You can keep your back knee off or down, up to you. Inhale, you're going to reach your left hand high up. Find your easy twist. Left hand is high up. Look up towards the ceiling. Reaching up and gazing up. If you need to shuffle the left foot slightly out to the left hand side, you can. You can have your knee down. And if you wish, not just looking up, but start to open the chest up towards the ceiling so your left hand almost comes behind you. Some of us can open quite a lot. Some of us will need a bit more time. But see if you can find openness through the chest. Breathing in here, allowing your hips to sink if they want to. But if your back knee is off, then see if you can keep your legs active. Taking 1 more inhale in here and exit out. Look down to the floor, bring your hands down flat, tuck your back foot under, step back to your high plank, drop your knees down wide, sit down towards the heels, wide-legged child. Fingertips are reaching forward, walking forward, elbows are off, and allowing your chest to melt down. Staying in here for a second. And exhale out. Keeping your knees wide, hands down flat, and coming up to your all fours, but your knees can stay wide, or you can bring it to hip distance, your choice. Lifting your right hand high up towards the ceiling, look up, open the chest. Actually, you're going to reach your right hand under the left armpit, bringing your right ear, right shoulder down to the mat. Left hand's going to stay down onto the mat, and see if you can bring your left shoulder further away from the floor. Staying in there, maybe reach your left hand high up towards the ceiling, maybe bring your left hand behind you. So I always give you options how to go further in the posture, but you don't have to. Looking up towards the ceiling, holding it here. Sometimes I have to bring my knees wider so I can twist more in on my chest. Right fingertips are reaching far to the left hand side and bringing your right ear or back of the head on your mat. Taking one more in here and exit out. Inhale, reach your left hand high up, left hand on the floor, coming back up to all fours. And tuck your feet under, push yourself up to your downward facing dog. Take it in here. And exit out. Inhale, you're gonna lift your right leg high up. Knee to nose, shift the weight forward, step your right foot lightly down, and rise up to your crescent lunge. Same posture, but different entrance. Reach your hands high up, scissor the thighs together, back heel is high off. Make sure your legs are hip distance apart, not in line. Inhale, reach high up, exhale, twist to your right, left hand forward, right hand back, and hold. Strong legs, reach your arms away from each other. Anytime you need, you can always bring your knees down. Inhale to lengthen, look back towards your right hand. Exhale, bring your right hand forward. Inhale, open the left hand out to your left hand side. Exhale, hands forward. Moving in your own pace, opening the chest, looking back, coming back forward. Left hand comes back, open the chest to the left, keep your hips square, left hand forward. Right hand back, open the chest to the right, right hand forward. You can go much slower if you want to. One more last on each side, left hand forward, left hand back, sorry, left hand forward. Then right hand back, open the chest to the right hand side, hold, take an inhale. Then look forward and frame the front foot. Shuffle the back foot further away, hold, back knee down or back knee off, reaching your right hand high up and hold. Staying in your easy twist. You can stay there. If you're trying to open the chest further out to your right hand side, it's quite nice to bring your back knee down so you have support. Breathing in here, lengthening and looking up. Taking one more inhale and exhale it out. Taking one more, exhale it out. So you're going to come back to the middle, hands down, tuck your back foot under, step back to your high plank, drop your knees down, sit down to your wide-legged child. Take a moment, wiggle the hips if you need to. And when you feel ready, coming onto your all fours, knees hip distance apart, wider. Reach your left hand high up, open the chest, and bring your left arm under the right armpit. Left ear down, right hand onto your fingertips, right hand maybe reach up, right hand maybe on your lower back, and holding it here. Make sure this is a posture affecting your back. Make sure you can breathe there. You can always reach your left hand further to the floor or towards your legs, other than reaching higher up. Just breathing in here. Taking one more inhale in here. And exit out. One more. Exit out. Reach your right hand high up. Right hand to the floor. Coming back up to your all fours. Knees shuffle together and sit back towards your heels. Take an inhale. Open the chest, arch the back, lift your head up. Exhaling around the back. Chin to collar, holding onto your knees. Taking two more. Taking one more. Exit out. Inhale, you're gonna lift your chest up, lift your head up. Grab hold of the left elbow behind you with your right hand. So grab hold of the left elbow behind you. Dropping your right ear to the right shoulder. Whether you have your chin lower down or chin higher up, holding it there for a second. Let the weight of the head and the weight of your right hand pull the left hand side of your neck. Take an inhale and exit out. One more. and exit out. Slowly relax your right arm down, bring your chin to collar, roll your head around to the opposite side and grab hold of the right elbow with your left hand. Whether you keep your chin down, chin up, left ear to the left shoulder, find your stretch on your right hand side of your neck. So you might find more stretch if you tilt your head back or tilt your head further forward. So find the stretch on your right hand side. Taking 2 more breaths. Taking 1 more. Slowly, you're gonna relax your arms by your side. Circle the head clockwise once or twice. Circle your head anti-clockwise, hearing the creaking. If it hurts too much, don't make the circle that big. And lastly, lift your head up, back to the middle. Lift your gaze up to eye level or close your eyes, hands to your prayer. Make sure you say a little thank you for yourself for taking the time out. And I thank you for moving with me. Falling forward. Jai. Namaste.